Hello everybody and welcome back to a new NBA 2k26 video. In today's video we're going to be seeing which teams are the best at drafting slash doing draft day trades, because I put every player, I'll go through some rosters right now so you guys can see, but every player that was started their career in Philly is in Philly. Every player that started their career on the Bucks is on the Bucks now. That's active. Only active players. So there will be some, like at the end here, there'll be some random players that this is just because I had to trade. This video took like a while to set up, like probably 3 to 4 hours or even more, a little bit more than that. So I'd really appreciate if you guys would like and subscribe, because yeah, it took a while, but it's finally done, and yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. I'll go through all the rosters actually. So you can see with the Sixers, we got Embiid, Maxey, notable additions: Vucevic, Holiday, TJ McConnell, Ben Simmons is back, Jeremy Grant, Isaiah Joe. Yeah, and that's about it for the Sixers. Bucks, you got Tobias Harris back, Donte DiVincenzo, Malcolm Brogdon, Gary Payton, Mamu, Sam Merrill. I don't think Carter, don't worry, he's not in the rotation. Players that I already made the rotations, players that didn't actually start their team here won't be in the rotation. Andre Jackson's also going to be in the rotation here. This team, I don't need to do that. Okay, Bulls, Butler's back, Markkanen, Bobby Portis, a lot of new players here. Wendell Carter, Gafford, Strus. I didn't even realize he started his career here, but he did. So some players, it's not because it's kind of supposed to look at the teams who are good at drafting, good at making those picks, but some of these, the Bulls didn't really ever give Strus much of a chance, it seems like, but then he kind of blossomed with the Heat. And another good example of that is Nesmith, which is the next two teams down, the Celtics, who have Nesmith, who they kind of just gave up. I mean, yeah, that ended up working for them, but Nesmith was a guy who they didn't really do too much for them, but then went to the Pacers, and that's really blossomed. But for this challenge, he goes back to the Celtics in his new form. Okay, so now we got to check the Cavs. This is LeBron, Kyrie. Now you got Evan Mobley, Garland joining them. So that's a nice team. Then you got Sexton, Porter, Dean Wade, obviously Okoro, and then Jalen Tyson. So yeah, pretty good team there. We already looked here a little bit, but it's Tatum, Brown, Nesmith, Pritchard, Smart. A lot of their players are just still here, kind of a good drafting from Celtics over the years. Oh, I keep doing that. Clippers, this is one team that draft hasn't been their thing. They've been more of a driver, get guys in free agency. One of the guys they did get, though, was obviously Shea in the draft, but they traded away him for Paul George. So, and they also got Eric Gordon, Keon Johnson, Jordan, Mann. Kenyon Martin isn't part of the rotation. Same with McLaughlin. Coffee is, Kobe Brown is, and I think that's it. Part of who's I don't think I'd put Conan Niederhauser in the rotation, even though I could, but I don't know why I would. He's only 69 overall, so yeah. Grizzlies, Morant, Jaren Jackson, Desmond Bane, Edie, Brooks, Aldama, Clark, Conley, Wells, Pippen, Kyle Lowry. Started his career in Memphis. We're going to Houston and then joining the Raptors, that's where he really reached that all-star level. So yeah, pretty solid team in Memphis, good depth. Hawks, Trae Young, Collins, Jalen Johnson, Kungwu, Risa Shea, Al Horford, DeAndre Hunter, Schroeder, Herder, Dorian Prince. But yeah, you'll notice I think when a lot of people do these videos, they do where they were drafted exactly. So they'd have Trae Young on the Mavericks and Luka on the Hawks, but I don't know, I just thought it would make more sense to do where they actually started their career, because that's the team that actually bet on them, made the trade to get them, even if it was, I mean, they're the ones who made the pick technically, I think. So yeah, or at least they thought that was the better player, the better option for them. Heat, we got Bam, Hero, Bilal Ware, Ame Hawkes. Precious is back here, but then also in real life he's back there. He signed with them. Duncan Robinson, Jovic, Pele Larson, Gabe Vincent. I think that's it for players in the rotation. LaMelo Ball. This is for the Hornets. LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, Malik Monk, Peter Washington, Mark Williams, Nick Richards, gone Canoopel. The Martins, they both start in Charlotte. Oh yeah, they did. Okay, yeah, I think I knew that. Yeah, because they were playing there together. Utah, Mitchell, Gobert. Both these guys are actually drafted by the Nuggets. So if I did do that the other way, they'd both be on the Nuggets. But they obviously both started their career in Utah though. Kessler, for the lineup, I decided to just do them as the center and power forward because I don't think 2K cares too much about like spacing and everything. So I think that would be fun. Ace Bailey is the starting small forward there. He's been really good in the preseason so far. 2 really good games, really efficient. Same with Sensabaugh. Excited for both of those two because the Jazz are, probably haven't told you this yet, but the Jazz are my second favorite team, which I know seems weird after, you know, Raptors are your favorite team. Why would the Jazz be your second favorite team? And well, it's because my dad's a fan of the Jazz. That's the reason. So yeah, that's my second favorite team. Kings, Halliburton, Fox, Murray, Bogdanovich, Mitchell. A lot of guard plays. You can see the starting centers. Neemias Queta started his career in Sacramento. Not a great team. I mean, you have the guard, 2-star guards, but yeah, the Knicks. Yeah, these were both supposed to be 2 promising picks for them. I mean, I love RJ, obviously being a Raptor. He's been really good in the preseason. Like, I was thinking he might take a decent amount of a step back. Like, watching the first 2 I know it's just preseason, but like, maybe he won't take it as much as a step back as I thought. Like, yeah, like it might be more Scotty Barnes that takes like the scoring step back and maybe just becomes more of a playmaker. They also got Quickly, Grimes, Toppin, Hardaway, and then they keep their other guys. Luke Arnett joins them, and Craig is not actually in the rotation. Lakers, they got Zubac, and then, you know, like obviously all the guys the Lakers have had who kind of like all blossomed, but after they left them, like Zubac, Randall, Reeves is obviously one of the players that stayed with them undrafted as well. Brandon Ingram, Hart, Caruso was good with them. Lonzo Ball, Clarkson. But yeah, I mean, they could be solid, good depth. Just, yeah, I don't know. Like if Ingram and Reeves, they could be a solid duo. But I'm not changing tendencies at all for this because it took me way too long to do everything else. So I just don't feel like doing. Like I just want to get this video out, and I think, I don't know. We'll see what 2K thinks. So I don't need to change anything else with tendencies and everything. 2K is the one who made the tendencies, so it's their fault if it's just messes things up. Magic, they got Boncaro, Wagner, Suggs, a lot of like new guys. The starting center is going to be Gordon because they didn't really have a center. Like the best guy is, I think, Mo Bamba, who's all the way down here. So yeah, they're starting Gordon at the center, 6'8" center. They also got Paolo as a 6'10". Like it's just, I think it'll work out. It'll be fine. Yeah, not a great team depth-wise. Mavericks, they get Doncic and Brunson. And they'll have Flag, Lively, Dorian Finney-Smith coming back. Larry Nance is not in the rotation for them. But yeah, they kind of fall. Same with Land. Yeah, none of these guys. Like I remember when I did the code, like where the CPU makes your lineup for you. They're like first 3 guys off the bench were just guys I signed or had to trade for that actually weren't going to be able to play because that's how bad their bench was. But they do have Kleba, Josh Green, and Hardy off their bench. I think that was the 3 that ended up being their 3 bench guys, so it's an 8-man rotation. Most teams ended up doing a 9-man rotation unless they didn't have enough players to do that. Nets get Jared Allen back. Center heavy here. I had to put Lopez as the power forward, so that's going to be an interesting thing there with like Claxton and Plumlee and Day'Ron Sharpe and all their young guys. Nuggets, that's Jokic, Murray, Braun, Michael Porter Jr. back. Malik Beasley started his career in Denver. Same with Nurkic, Vanderbilt. I actually didn't know this Vanderbilt one, but I mean, yeah, it's because he didn't really do much there, but yeah, he did end up, well, he did play for Denver a little bit and wasn't very good, but now is solid and coming back, so that's cool, I guess. Yeah, they get Monte Morris back, and yeah, at least they still have a solid backup center because they lost Valanciunas, obviously. But they get Nurkic back, so Jokic has something. Pacers, not a good team. Like you'd think for a team that has been able to be like pretty good, you'd think their drafting would be better over these recent years, but it's more just like they've made really good trades I mean, the drafting's been solid. You're getting Nemhard, getting Turner, getting Mathurin. And some of these other guys like Shepard has been able to play for them. But like, yeah, they never drafted any of their star guys, but they just made a really good trade to get Tyrese Halliburton, and yeah. And they also had Sabonis, made a good trade to get him. But yeah, with just their draft picks, they're not very good. I mean, it would look better if Paul George wasn't an 81 overall. If he was still playing like how he did here, he'd be like an 88, 89, and then it would look a decent amount better. So it's kind of mostly Paul George's fault that this team is looking so bad, and they just don't have much depth. But yeah, Pelicans, 80 is back, so they got 80, Zion, Dyson Daniels, Murphy. This team definitely came up with their additions. Yeah, Chris Paul's back. Nikhil Alexander-Walker's back. Najee Marshall's back. Buddy Hield's back. They're looking pretty good. Pistons, just all their young guys they've drafted recently, and then add Middleton, add Drummond, add KCP, add Dinwiddie, add Brown, add Kennard, add Bay back. A lot of adding, and there's Isaiah. He's only 74 overall. That kind of seems disrespectful after the season he had. A really good defender last year. But sure. I guess 2K. Raptors, they got Siakam back, and obviously they keep Scotty. Anunoby's back, DeRozan's back. He's playing the shooting guard again. Norm Powell's back. Pirtle, Van Fleet. Very heavy, like, or good depth on this team. And like a solid start, like they could be good. We'll see how it goes. But they might be good. Rockets, Sengun, Amen, Jalen Green's back, Hartenstein's back. Or back, like he never really did too much here, but he did start his career there. Capella is, well, he's there in real life. AJ Mitchell's here just because of trades. There were a lot of like connected players between the Thunder and the Rockets, so that's why there are like decent amount of trades between those two. Like you also see Topic here. Topic. But yeah. Wembanyama, Kawhi, this team is looking good. Wembanyama got some help, and like the defense on this team is crazy now with Derek White, Kawhi, and Vic. Castle also, you get DeJounte, who's this good defender. He's starting at the point guard. Like that starting lineup with Murray, White, Vassell, Leonard, Wembanyama, all great defenders. So that this team should be really good defensively. The Suns, Booker, they get Bridges and Johnson back, and Ayton. Like kind of looking like that championship team just without Chris Paul. They got Ty Jerome instead. Hey. But yeah, I don't think they'll be that good. Thunder, Durant. This team's really good. This is definitely one of the contenders with Durant, Jalen Williams, Harden, Holmgren, and Sabonis as a starting lineup. And then you got Giddey, Dort, Westbrook, Wallace, and Wiggins off the bench. Very solid team there. Timberwolves, again, another good team with Anthony Edwards, Karl Towns, Levine, Naz Reid, Jalen Daniels, Andrew Wiggins, Tyus Jones, Chris Dunn, and then that's where it ends, kind of. Blazers, it's just Dame. You get to see Dame and CJ back together. Hey, maybe they go back into like that 8 seed range. That's kind of like where they were always, or like they got higher than that a few times, but you know, with Lillard and CJ. Just they're a lot worse overall than they were back then. Warriors, they got Curry, Green, and Thompson all back together with Poole. Center wise, it's Draymond starting at the center. Yeah, not great team. I mean, but you never know. They got the 3 back together, so maybe it works out. And the Wizards, yeah, the Wizards. Okay, so yeah, you guys see all of the teams, and I think that's good. We might as well just start simulating. I think I might just simulate all the way to the end of the season because there's no point in stopping midway through, really. So yeah, see you guys at the end of the season. Okay, here we are. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wins MVP, averaging 48 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 3.5 steals, 1.2 blocks. Crazy percentages. I mean, yeah, we saw that team. They really had nothing. Shai's the only guy who's going to score there, so I guess that makes sense. Cooper Flagg has a good season. Naz Reid, 6th man of the year. Yeah. Has he won it? I forget. He didn't win it, right? Or did he? He did win it. Okay, yeah, I was like, forget who won that. But yeah, he did win the 2024. But it was like kind of weird because he started 14 games, and it was really those 14 games where he played really, really well. kind of boosting stats a little bit, but it's all good. Vic DPOY, name is Keita, most improved. I mean, he was the starting center of a team, so makes sense. I mean, makes sense in 2K because I mean that might happen in real life where he's going to be the starting center of a team, but I don't think he'll win in real life. And Shea, clutch player of the year, again, probably just taking every shot in the clutch. Chris, so the Timberwolves were really good. We thought they might be pretty good, and they ended up looking like the best team. And then Mavs are good. That makes sense. Yeah, that's the Brunson Luka team. So Shea, first MVP. Did anyone else really put up crazy numbers? Not really. Everyone else is kind of doing their thing. It's more just because Shea has no one else on this team. We got Brunson, he put up 35, 28 and 10 for 80, 25, 8 and 8 for LeBron back in Cleveland, 32, 7, 5. So New Orleans Pelicans duo did really well. Joel Embiid's back, putting up 25, 11 and 4. Jamal Murray, 31, 3 and 7. I wonder what changed there to why he's putting up so many points. It's not like, kind of like still similar team to what they were. And yeah, all these other guys doing their things. So no like big surprises. I mean, other than Shea putting up 48, but like in terms of players making it, there weren't big surprises. Defensive teams make sense. Shade is up there because of the steals. Rudy Gobert back to 2.2 blocks per game back on his team, the team that he won 3 of his 4 DPOIs with. Rookie teams, only 6 made it, probably because only 6 really got minutes. So let's go look at our standings here and see what teams are the best. So it was Minnesota, then it was Dallas, OKC. So these are like, makes sense. This is the Cat being back with Edwards, Zach LaVine team, and then the rest of the guys. Jalen Brunson, Luka, Cooper Flag. This team worked really well. Makes sense. This team, probably like the most well-rounded starting lineup, like 5 all-star guys with a good bench as well. I thought they were probably going to be the best, but they end up being their best, which is still solid. The Spurs adding Kawhi, yeah, makes sense. Kawhi and Derek White coming here to join Vic. Probably a top-tier defense. Points allowed is, I mean, it's the best, yeah, best out of these teams here. So, I mean, we'll check afterwards with the whole league and see if they were the best. The Warriors actually do pretty well. I didn't think they'd do that well with I don't know, like their team isn't amazing, but Curry and Clay are back to being the splash. It was 45% from 3 for Clay, 41 for Curry. Oh, Houston, they were good. Like I didn't expect them to be that good, but they did their thing. This is just a similar team that they had like last year, except they add iHeart. And then their bench gets worse though. But yeah, they're still able to win 51. Pelicans, we saw they had 2 All-NBA second team guys, so it makes sense that they were here. Actually, what did Dyson Daniels do for them? Yeah, we didn't turn up tendencies to these guys. Oh, Trey Murphy, 17. That's pretty good. I feel like they have a tendency pretty low. This Nuggets team, say, yeah, I mean, I wonder why. Maybe his minutes were just really high. Oh, he's playing 41 minutes, okay. Nurkic off the bench, putting up solid stats. The percentage isn't what you want from a center, but it's I guess not the worst thing. The Suns weren't that good. I don't really need to look too much at the stats of these guys. Yeah, this team, like I want to look at the stats. Like, hey, DeAndre Jordan, those aren't bad stats. He's probably a really bad defender, but you know, getting rebounds. Power forward Eric Gordon, actually pretty efficient. The only reason he's playing power forward is because he was the most, like his overall didn't drop too much when I put him there. Keon Johnson, Amir Coffey. I guess I could have just started Kobe Brown or something at power forward, but I didn't feel like it. Or Terrence Mann. Oh, you know what happened? DeAndre Jordan was in free agency, so I added him late to the team, so I didn't realize DeAndre Jordan was available. So I put Terrence Mann at center, so that's why he is off the bench at like I probably should have put him. If I remembered, well, he probably should be the starting shooting guard because Amir Coffey's a low overall. Like I feel like Amir Coffey should be one of the better players on this team, but 2K disrespects him a little bit. Yeah, that team's not good. Kings, well, let's just see the stats of the main guys. Aaron Fox was the scorer out of the two. Lakers, they didn't do too well with their kind of like deep team, but wasn't enough star power, I guess. Jazz, this is a team that was, I mean, you know, when Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert was there, they were a good team. But I guess Ace Bailey isn't good enough compared to Bojan Bogdanovic. And then like Kessler instead of Favors doesn't work too well, and Deontay instead of like a Rubio or Mike Conley doesn't work too well. But yeah, still got Royce. Could have started Royce to, you know, he used to play a decent amount for them when they were good. I forget if he started. I feel like he did. Yeah, he was a starter for them. Yeah. But he's not high enough overall to really start him there. Memphis wasn't good. Kind of surprising, but okay. And really bad. Blazers were not able to replicate what they used to do with these two guys. It makes sense though. Just a lot worse. They gotten older. Knicks were the first seed. Wait, what? This team was not. Wait, quickly putting up 21. RJ Barrett 25, 6 and 5. Obi Toppin, KP. Like this team, really efficient from Tim Hardaway. Like yeah, everyone was just doing their part, and it turned into a really good team. Quickly and RJ Barrett, great additions. And KP, like the three big guys they got, played really well. And then these two other guys, great role players. Everyone was putting up over double digits in the starting lineup, and even Tim Hardaway off the bench. That's cool. Another kind of surprise here. I mean, Jimmy Butler and Markkanen, they did their things. Jimmy Butler put up 22. Is that like his career high in points per game? No, he had 1 year with the Miami Heat where he put up 23. Oh, and then back in Chicago, he had another year where this in the Minnesota year. So it's his third highest scoring year of his career, which is still pretty good at the age of 36. And they were a good team. Yeah. The East kind of surprising so far. Oh, why is Wendell Carter starting over Gafford? I don't know, but whatever. It worked. Cade Cunningham and the Pistons. I mean, only 44 wins. This team was, or this conference, a lot weaker. You can see like under 500 teams were, like an under 500 team was the 6th seed, which is kind of weird or crazy. Fred VanVleet, inefficient, but went from inefficient to like crazy efficient. 60%, 41 and 87. Okay, DeMar. It's cooking in Toronto. Oh, what is this efficiency? Scotty Barnes. He was Scotty Barnes. Pascal Siakam. Yeah, did his thing. Norm Powell was probably up there in that 6th man of the year vote. Jakob Poeltl, Valanciunas, 2 centers off the bench. Grady couldn't shoot it. This seems like the 3-point shooting wasn't happening for them. But they're still the 4th seed, so yeah. Giannis carries. I'm just gonna look at Giannis' stats here. Yeah, 32, 12 and 6 carries his team to the 5th seed. Trae Young and the Hawks do their thing. The 6th seed. I mean, even though they're under 500, the Nets, this team that was like just didn't look good at all, somehow makes it 28 points per game from Cam Thomas, playing the point guard with 3.2 assists to 2 turnovers, but he's scoring, so whatever. Celtic, this should have been one of the teams that's up there with like 50 plus wins. I don't know what, like 2K just doesn't like the Celtics ever for some reason. This team has solid enough depth, like Aaron Nesmith, Sam Hauser, Kelly Olynyk, Gershon off the bench. And then you got like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Peyton Pritchard, Rob Williams, and Marcus Smart. Good defense, good scoring. 38 wins. I don't know. This team I didn't expect to be very good either, but somehow they have made it into the play-in. Paul George turned back the clock. Bennedict Mathurin was really good. Georges Niang averaging 11. Okay, and the Miami Heat are the last team in. And I just saw a team under the Miami Heat. That's very surprising. Yeah. Like, what are the stats here? Like, why are they so bad? Just no one's... Like, what's going on? Like, the stats are solid. They just weren't able to get wins, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this team. They gave up a lot of points per game. Bad defense, I guess. Doesn't really... you know what? Colin Sexton, Darius Garland, Kyrie Irving is your 1 through 3 probably isn't the greatest. But like, I didn't know. I probably should have started Isaac Okoro, but just like Colin Sexton's overall went up to 81 from like a 79 or 80 or whatever. I thought maybe it would work out, but yeah, this team did not work out. Sixers, another team that I thought would be pretty solid, just falling. Like all these, like this team I expected it to be better than a lot of the teams above them. Not the Hornets or not the Wizards, but like the Cavaliers, I would expect Boston and like Sixers or Orlando to be like a decent amount higher. But yeah, didn't happen that way. And let's quickly look at like best offenses. OKC was the best offense. That makes sense. Like James Harden, Kevin Durant, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Domantas Sabonis. Those are all great offensive players. So yeah. Denver Nuggets. That makes sense. Just, you know, Jokic and Murray. Yeah. I mean, these teams. Cleveland has good offense. It's just the defense is probably like one of the worst. I mean, it was only 8th worst, but still. Best defense though was the Spurs, which is what we expected with that. Like Vic, Kawhi, and White, and DeJounte, and Vassell's even a good defender. Like Vassell is like their worst defender to start, is still here with like a 80 perimeter defense above average. So yeah. And then some other teams. Toronto's here, they're like the worst team in this bunch. Same with Detroit. And then Sacramento is way worse, but I guess their offense was just awful, so that's why they were so bad. Point differential, Minnesota. I mean, yeah, it just makes sense here. There's no like crazy outliers, I don't think. Denver a little bit lower than expect for, you know, the record, but doesn't matter too much. Let's get into these playing games. Let's just simulate through this one. Pelicans make it in. Zion Williamson, 45, 11, and 7, and 32, 9, and 5 by Anthony Davis. Crazy performances by them to take down the Nuggets. You know, simulate the second one. Clippers are out. That is Shea. Shea trying to lead his team, but only had 34, 14, and 4. 14 and 27. Yeah, I say only, but I mean, he was averaging 48 in the regular season. The Suns, they didn't even have, like, yeah, the Clippers only put up 83 points. Just how bad their team was outside of Shea. I'll go simulate this side first now. And then we'll do like the final game of the play-in after. Boston, I mean, they should have been better than this team, like way better than this Nets team, so makes sense that they beat them, only by 9 though. Smart had a really good game for them, 27 points. Don't see that very often, especially now. I mean, you don't see that at all now. I'm Smart. Yeah, the Nets just, I mean, they're not a good team, so yeah. The Heat take down the Pacers. Paul George tried, but wasn't enough, I guess. Hero and Bam do their thing, get their team to the second round of this play-in. They need to win 2 games to make it in. Denver versus Phoenix. Denver is going to make it out of there. Easy blowout. Yeah, Jokic played really well. 21 free throw attempts. And then this other one, the Heat make it. Okay, so the Nets end up not making it. They were the 7th seed, but lose both their games. Bam played really well. And yeah, let's just simulate first round. Maybe I'll wait, see if there's any game 7s. And simcast the game 7s. Warriors out. Detroit is out. Warriors were, I guess they were 4-5. They had a good record, but the West record was so much better than the East. So yeah, Miami is out. Knicks take care of business. Chicago takes care of business. Yeah, keep going. Minnesota takes care of business. The Raptors winning in this 4-5 matchup. I just want to, look at these stats. Oh, very balanced team performance by them, and then the Giannis wasn't able to do enough to get them through onto the next series. Any game 7s, we're looking at 2 possible ones over here. The East is all done, so let's just simulate through one game. Game 7, big one here between OKC and Houston. Let's just simcast that. Yeah, we can continue that other series. Pelicans lose, so Dallas takes care of business. And let's simulate this one. OKC was probably like the favorite coming into this in my mind, but they might get eliminated first round. Nope, there we go. There's that third quarter and the fourth quarter. They dominate, win by 30. Durant, Harden, lock in. I mean, everyone locks in. The team just dominated as a whole group. And yeah, just not much from the Rockets there. Not much fight. But yeah, Rockets did a little bit better than I thought they did. So still a successful season for them, I'd say. Yeah, let's simulate this next round now. Okay, Dallas was up 3-0. So OKC just wasn't as good as we thought, unless they can come back. Oh, there's 2 games. Atlanta's the first one to make it through. None of these series were like blowouts. We got a game 7 over here. So fighting back all the way is the OKC, and it looked like on the other side that other game went to 7, and I think that was also a pretty good lead for the Raptors. Might have been 3-0 or 3-1, so 2 big comebacks. Oh, and the Mavericks is looking like they might just take care of business here at home. Unless, oh my, the Thunder. We're jumping into this. 56 seconds left. 1 point game. The Thunder overcome like what? Damn, almost 30 point. Maybe it wasn't 30, but crazy comeback from them. Let's look at the stats. Brunson and Doncic doing their things. 5 fouls for Brunson. He's got to watch out, but yeah, no fouls over here as well. Very balanced game from the Thunder. Are there fouls? Is Durant? No, he just hasn't played too many minutes. What did Westbrook average for them on the season? Oh, he was actually really solid. Like 57-41. That's not very realistic, but good for him. Yeah. What was it? I wanted to check something. Is there a way to check? Like, okay, well, we can look. So they won the first quarter by 21, and the second one by 2. So they're up 23 at the half. So we know they're at least up by 23 at one point. And OKC has come all the way back and they're just down 1 now. Mavs with the ball. Who do they go to? Do they go to Luka or do they go to Luka? And Luka misses though. Okay, it was not a great shot. He's got Sabonis down the lane. Oh, Sabonis find the open man. Oh, what a move. Okay. I don't know what Lively was doing there. He was kind of just staring, like looking at him without moving his body at all to defend that. But Sabonis makes a nice move, I guess. Off the pass from Durant. Now they go to Brunson. Brunson draws a foul. I mean, yeah, Brunson should be able to cook Harden, especially at Harden's age now. It's the first. I mean, Brunson isn't going to miss clutch free throws, I don't think. Knocks them both down. 1 point game once again. Thunder have, like, every one of their players is an option. But honestly, probably don't get the ball to Chet. Chet isn't, he's too young. I mean, he's the same age as Jalen Williams, but like, Jalen Williams has proved he's like an all NBA player and put up, what was it, 40 in a playoff in a finals game. So yeah, but just go to KD. Yeah, let's just go to KD. Let him shoot over. Like, he can shoot over Luka Doncic at worst, but he's just gonna bully him down into the post and get a bucket over him. Big time bucket by KD. This is in Dallas too. So Dallas has a chance here to send their team to the conference finals. I think you gotta go to Luka here. He's your guy. I mean, you traded him away though, so, and you traded away Brunson away. They just like trading away their guys away, but they're going to Brunson. Brunson gets a good look, wide open, and they miss it. He missed it. Oh, I knew this. Just like, what happened here? Harden just got like absolutely held, like not held, but just stopped on that screen. Just a great screen by Lively, and then Sabonis didn't want to help off that, so they just left Brunson wide open. Like, he has so much time. He could have like probably drove in to like a little bit closer, or gone a little bit closer in to get a closer shot. Chet wasn't getting over there that fast, but even where he slotted up from though, he should be able to knock that down. Missed that, and it looked like Luka was coming in for that rebound, but Chet with a great rebound there. He kind of saved the game there, because Luka was really looking like he might get that. So yeah, this game is probably over. Just got to knock down. They do have a timeout though. So they do a 0.6. I mean, if he misses this, might be a smart play. Yeah, that's game. Unless, I don't know why they wouldn't call the timeout there after grabbing the rebound, because they probably could have, but Chet Holmgren missing a free throw on purpose. Unfortunately, he did, and wins his team the game as they win 2 game 7s now, going on a crazy run after like being one of the favorites, but kind of fallen. Then we got Raptors versus Knicks, 2 teams that made a pretty big trade with each other, and quickly it's looking good. Same with Barrett. I mean, OG's the one who's kind of not looking good. I don't know why his 3 isn't falling at all. Yeah, I don't know. But who's gonna win this? I don't know. I guess we'll see. We're in New York. Madison Square Garden. Looks like New York's gonna be able to hold on. Oh, Raptors fall at the end, but Grimes with the game. I mean, Porzingis perfect game. Foul. Weird game there. 17 on perfect shooting. 7-7 from the field. 3-3 from 3, but fouled out in 24 minutes. Quickly 16-7. He gets a lot of minutes. RJ Barrett also fouls out. This is the Raptors game for the taking. 2 of their like main starters and like best players fouled out, but and Scotty Barnes did his thing. Powell did his thing off the bench. Siakam. Okay, there I was like trying to see what was the problem. Siakam just didn't have it today. Yeah. But yeah. Now we're moving on. This is some good series here. We got New York looking like the heavy favorite, being the 1 seed against this Hawks team. But like, you look at the New York team, their overalls aren't good. It just worked. Like, everything's meshed well, I guess. And the Hawks went on a good run, sweeping the first. I didn't even like. They just swept the Kate Cunningham and the Pistons just like that. Just like that. And then the Bulls, they upset the Bulls. Bulls were a cool team, like Butler and Markkanen. Like their team changed up a decent amount with this video. But yeah, weren't able to get past that Hawks team, which is a pretty similar team to what they have in real life. They didn't change too much. Oh, we got 2-2 leads. OKC jumps out to 2-2 lead, finally looking like that the team we thought they were going to be. It was a close one, 1-point win in that second one over there. The Knicks kind of took care of business in this one. Like, they're looking good. Yeah, they win the next game. The Knicks looking like they might want to sweep it here, or they might sweep it here. Tim Hardaway, another great game. I saw in the last, he's been crazy all regular season, and then also in the playoffs. We thought he'd be like the greatest addition out of everyone. I mean, the Knicks, their whole team is built off new players being added, other than McBride and Robinson. But the rest, Tim Hardaway, Porzingis, RJ Barrett, quickly, Grimes, Toppin, and Cornette, all new players of the team. So that's cool to see, and they look like they're the best team right now. Except the West teams were a lot stronger, so it might be whoever gets out of the West wins it. We'll see, I guess. Okay. Oh, I missed it. I've actually simmed through the whole thing, but crazy. What was that? Like a... Wait, this is game 7. So game 1, OKC won, then OKC won, then it was 2-1, then it was 3-1. Okay, so they came back from actually 161. They came back from a 3-1 though. Yeah, 161. Crazy performance by these 5 guys here. Their starter, or no, Wiggins doesn't start. I don't think Reed starts either. Yeah, McDaniels and Tyus Jones start, but 2 of their bench guys came off and put up 45 combined, and then there's 3 main guys absolutely cooking. This is, I guess, the matchup expected. Both 1 seeds. Yeah, the Thunder weren't able to win that third game 7. But yeah, so I mean, very surprising from the Knicks, like we said. Minnesota Timberwolves, I definitely could have seen them being here. I probably would have had them like after the OKC Thunder, and like even like I might have had them after the Spurs and the Dallas Mavericks. So maybe I would have had them more like 4th. The Spurs team was nasty with that defense, and they did take them to 6. Yeah, we're gonna simcast all these finals games. See what happens here. Minnesota jumping out to a lead, but the Knicks are going to take first game in Minnesota. Great win from them. RJ Barrett, crazy. Tim Hardaway, another crazy game. Tim Hardaway is like the MVP of this whole thing so far. Just like the value he has brought. It's like randomly, you wouldn't expect him to be putting up that many points per game, like at all. Knicks were threatening in this game, but Minnesota was able to go on a big run and take it pretty handily. Yeah. So 1-1 series going into the Garden, going into the Bronx. Let's see what New York can do here. You definitely want to be able to defend your home court. You're them right now, but no, it looks like they're going to give up home court advantage right back to the Timberwolves. RJ Barrett, good game. Another Tim Hardaway is just, like in real life, he's like one of the most inconsistent players, but in this, it's just like he's become the consistent player. Like just every game, just 17, 16, 21, 24, like every game. It's kind of 2K. You can't get their stuff right, I feel like. Okay, and the Knicks lose both. They lose both. I mean, yeah, this team is better. Tyus Jones with another good scoring night. It's the second 20-point game of the finals. Edwards didn't have a great game. I wonder who wins finals MVP here. I would guess Cat now after one bad game from Edwards, but I wasn't paying attention too much to the other games, so maybe Cat had some crazy games. And it looks like the Timberwolves are going to be able to run away with this one. And they do. So yeah, it makes sense. They had a way better, like that conference, the West Conference was way better. So it makes sense that the team that got out of there wins the finals. And Anthony Edwards is gonna get the award. Cat averaged 26 and 11. Yeah, we can give it to Ant. So yeah, that was cool. So I guess the team that is drafted the best / like rated draft night trades and free or undrafted pickups, it's the Timberwolves by 2K, by 2K's logic, I guess. Which, yeah, I mean, I think I can agree with that. Like Edwards, great pick. Karl-Anthony Towns, great pick. I mean, both first overall picks, so not like they had to think too much. Good pick, really good pick on Zach LaVine, 13th overall. I mean, they didn't keep him too long, but good pick. Naz Reid, great pick. He was undrafted, wasn't he? Yeah, so not even a pick. Jaden McDaniels, great pick. Aaron Wiggins. That one's a little bit less great, but whatever. Tyus Jones, that was a good pick. Just done. That's one of the not as good picks. Dillingham, don't really know yet. And then yeah, as we get down here, but and also Kevin Love. That's the one. He's here. Just couldn't get into the rotation. But that's another good pick by them. 5th overall, getting like a perennial all-star type guy. Maybe not perennial, but like, I mean, he was making it. How many does he have? 5 all-stars with what, 3 of them with the Timberwolves. So he was doing his thing there. But yeah, the Knicks, also a team which I don't know if I would agree with the Knicks being one of the teams that should be here, like in terms of drafting and stuff. But it just really clicked. Like, I don't know, because like RJ Barrett, not a great, like you're not like 3rd overall pick. You kind of want to get one of your franchise guys. That wasn't that. Look, he's a good pick. Toppin again, like kind of too early, but like you want something better. 8th overall, but I mean, actually, it's not that bad. Like a lot of times they won't even become rotation players, so at least you got a good solid role player there. This is a good pick. Tim Hardaway Jr. Kristaps, no, not really. Like you had to trade him away kind of earlier than you wanted. McBride, it's solid. That's definitely a good pick, 2nd round. Grimes, good pick, except he didn't really blossom with you guys, so I don't know. Mitch Robinson, that's a good pick. Garnett. So they're all good picks, just no like crazy picks though to where you'd expect them to win this, but they did. And yeah, that's that, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It took me a lot of time to set up, so if you did enjoy it, I would really appreciate if you would like and subscribe. Trying to grow. We're up to 12 subscribers now, so thank you for the people that have subscribed. Really appreciate that. And yeah, Thanks for watching, and goodbye.